our last session, our first session, we opened in the solar system Calliope, and a group of the four of you, I should say, were part of a mercenary company that abandoned you in this system. And so you took up residence on the mining station called Hell's Gate, agreeing to serve its militia in return for basically just, being able to live there with no other options or prospects lined up, way out on the long rim. You kind of have to take what you can get. And so we played out a few scenes, such as fallback meeting with Zinfandel DeJean, the malicious commander, to review the squad's history. They found out they had something in common, both having formerly been members of Farfield teams, interestingly. And then we cut over to the GMS_generic_ bar, where Phoenix was practically babysitting Joker. Joker just kind of enjoying life, dancing in the little trash can on wheels like body. And then Phoenix was recognized by someone who called themselves Ipswich DeLacy, or also Switch is acceptable as a nickname. And they are an Omni streamer who recognized Phoenix from when he was a big mech sports star. And then meanwhile, we had Failsafe, a former member of Gabriel's pit crew, Gabriel being Phoenix. And he was trying to fix the only printer that Hell's Gate has. But unfortunately, after his confirmation, showed that there was a part that was broken that absolutely just could not be replaced by anything they had on hand. They would need to go find it. And that is what brings us to our first mission briefing, where they encountered Rhea Enyo, an Impact Dynamics accountant. She said she was an accountant, but that Raptor 4 do be shooting a lot of bullets. That's what I observed. I don't know about y'all, but we'll see about that. We'll see how that works out. And the briefing is essentially...
Never before piloted.
Yeah. The briefing for the mission, essentially just fix all these problems that we're having. Mainly the printer. That's the biggest one. Fix the printer. That will help you, or help the gate much more easily fix the rest of their problems. And if not, the station's going to be kind of fucked. Hence the mission title. Then we went to combat. You had the choice to go deal with a gang of pirates not too far from the gate, or help buy some food from Impact Dynamics and then deliver that food back to the Hell's Gate. You decided that the first option sounded more y'all's speed. So dealing with pirates it was, and you hitched a ride in what appeared to be a civilian freighter to kind of bait the pirates in to attack, and then you counter ambush them. And the fight went on for a bit. Their leader has now been, the mech has now been destroyed, an elite mercenary ace, luckily. But the rest of them that still remain are basically still holding out hope that they can turn the tide of battle somehow. And that's where we left off. We are currently at the top of round 4. And a player took the last turn. Which means an enemy gets to go first this round. So I think I'm going to go ahead and activate the veteran ship assault, which is, of course, still pretty much adjacent to Phoenix right here. Phoenix, who has taken quite a beating this combat in comparison. Okay. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's doing fine, guys.
Just one structure, one stress.
Oh, and as a reminder, I guess I should check my note. Currently, Phoenix, you are being suppressed by the archer down here, hence why you are impaired.
What does that mean again?
I'll post the archer's thing in the chat there. So basically, if you move, it kind of just gets to shoot you for free, in other words. And then, let's see, the assault ship had already used Hunker Down, but guess what? It's now recharged since we're taking a turn. As a reminder for the map, these yellow spaces are clouds of difficult terrain, sealant from the support. Rest in peace. The gray spaces, this big gray cloud right here is smoke from a smoke mine, which is going to dissipate whenever Rhea takes her next turn, after that ending of the turn, I should say. And I realized I probably should have written down who has used their once per scene stuff. So I'm hoping you guys remember, and I trust you to make the right call.
I used initiative.
I think I remember you
a
doing it.
couple of
Yeah.
us did, at least.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
all the Everests used initiative.
Probably, yeah.
I did too.
That sounds right. So for the ship, I think we're just going to do this. Self-repair, full action
Oh,
to regain all of its HP.
Oh, fuck off. Once well.
that's cringe.
Perfect use. It regains 17 HP. Woo.
Oh, that's 17
Yeah.
more attacks we have to hit, dude.
And I'm going to mark that trait as quote-unquote destroyed, just to indicate that it's been used. But that's a full action, and we are not moving. We do not want to proc an Overwatch from Phoenix. So ending that turn. Back to the players.
Well,
Well, I was
could
just going to
go
punch
and-
the ship in the face.
it's true.
What were you gonna do?
Hester- I was gonna say I was gonna stabilize so I don't get hacked, but that's
Where
of
you
course
at
not
right
killing
now?
them. So
You're already at 1d6 overcharge?
I think I'm past that. Oh no, I am. Yeah. I don't know if I
I'm
want to overcharge after I
impaired.
stabilize, so I would
Um,
literally be doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just... I am impaired. I guess I could lock on attack or attack. Just try to attack a couple times. Yeah, that's all I was going to do was just try to hit the ship some more. I don't want to move.
Someone with leader could give you a leadership die first.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm okay with... I don't have to go right now. If somebody
Yeah,
else
the
wants
assault's
to
already
go
gone.
and set us
Alright.
up, set me up a little bit. Maybe somebody could... Who has leader in this squad?
Fallback and Rayado.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody could do that. Somebody could also try to hack the ship, since I also get one... I get accuracy on anything that's slowed or immobilized. Like, yeah, I could go later in the turn order. I don't have to go right now.
All right. Fallback's going to activate, and fallback is going to, as for the free action, issue you a leader die.
Nice.
Doing great. Keep the focus on that assault.
You got it,
Whittling him
buddy.
down. Then he is going to... Let's see. I believe this is 8. We're going to move and boost over here. And then we're going to target this sniper with a heavy machine gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Let's see what happens.
No cover on this,
Oh
obviously.
my-
Oh my god. Come on.
The dice luck
Wow.
continues.
Yeah, I don't think that would have hit regardless of accuracy.
Yeah.
But that's why they invented overcharges.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Yeah, you haven't
There
overcharged
we
yet.
go.
Now we're
Let's
talking.
do it again.
I could have sworn all of you all had overcharged.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
a hit.
For those
That
double
was the
6
first
damage.
overcharge.
I think that's cheating.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking
What,
Destroyed.
fallback?
about. And that is fallback's turn.
It was a good turn.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I have no choice. I must activate the archer. The only enemy left who has not acted. And I think the... Yeah, interestingly, the archer suppress doesn't fall off even if the archer chooses to move and do a bunch of other stuff on its turn. Aside from, changing the suppressed target. So I think we are probably going to move there. Just, shimmying around the cover. As fallback has approached and now looks kind of scary to the archer. Should be well within range of attack. Yep, that's 8. I believe we will do a lock on first to make this more likely to hit. And then fire the machine gun. I forgot to click cover. Oh, the dice luck
Yeah, we get
continues
natural ones. I
again.
get natural one. So I see.
Yep, I forgot to click the hard cover button, but I think it's fine no matter what.
It really is.
Yeah.
You gonna brace that?
Oh, I've already braced once.
It'll save you from structure.
Let's see.
It's only one repair
this
point
is-
for a structure. It's fine. Just don't break a gun.
I think this is worth a brace, actually, with the current battlefield setup
Yeah.
and the fact that I went first. So I am going to brace that.
Very
Take
well.
3 damage.
Nice.
I think I can click on this for you. There you go. And the archer will end the turn. Back to players.
I can just do my quick stabilize since it'll take me 2 seconds. I'm gonna walk up here to where there's cover. That actually gets me cover, right? Or do I have to be here?
Yes.
I'll go here. I'll stabilize. Boop. I want to cool my mech. I don't want to reload my guns. That's my turn.
And it's still y'all's turn.
Does it make it my turn then?
Yeah, sure. It can. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, Joker, do you have something you want to do?
Would anybody prefer lock-ons?
Yeah, that or impairment. I think if you could hack the ship would be kind of nice. So I
Understood.
get that +1.
Understood.
all my
Sending
attacks.
Bonzi, but
Yeah, go ahead, Joker.
Yeah, go for it.
a Joker's
Just my
message
melee
be
attacks.
remaining still in space, in Legion space, just still flinging around copies. Targeting the ship assault, full tech,
Nice.
basic tech. Basic tech.
Insane.
Bro, what the hell?
You did not just play that. I'm calling the cops.
I sure did.
I
You've
do
you've rigged Foundry somehow, Colton.
No, I haven't.
There's no logical way we should be rolling this many ones.
I do another basic attack. It just rolls a 1. I mean, it technically rolled a 1. It's 15.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly was that? Just a basic invade? Fragment signal.
Fragment signal as I send a copy of a Joker and HP, which just leaves it in the stranglehold and pulls out like 15 different pop-ups in one go.
Truly annoying.
Blotting out their whole heads up display.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Phoenix, if you want to lock on, I can go fist fight the archer.
Might have been too easy.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, you can go.
So I'll lock on to the assault.
Thank you.
Double check my speed because I keep thinking that I have a way higher speed than I do. And skitter over here. Then we are going to skirmish for a heavy slug shotgun. And
Insane.
Oh,
What?
come on!
Wow.
well,
Three
reliable
of us have
2.
all rolled
Okay,
ones this
I'm-
round.
I'm starting to think, like, did I actually rig this? And I didn't realize I did it. This is wild.
We're all running assault rifles from now on. If it doesn't have reliable, don't use it.
This does have reliable.
Apparently.
This
It
does have
does.
reliable.
Yeah, this
luckily.
one does. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still
Bro.
do that.
Wait, how did you do that with with impairment? That you don't you have Vanguard?
I'm impaired.
Sorry about that.
I have the heavy shotgun itself is inaccurate by nature.
Hmm.
Oh,
Do you still have one more quick action? I can't remember.
No,
I think you do, right?
I locked onto the assault and then I shot the archer.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay, then I guess that's up to you, Phoenix.
All right. I'm just gonna pummel the soul. Let me just think about this. There. Oh, right. I have a leadership die. I have an accuracy from my talent, and then there's also a lock on. I am impaired. Yeah. Okay. So I should get +1. Let's do this. Consume the lock on. That would be. Yeah, let's just open with my shotgun first. Consuming the lock on. So that'll just be a flat roll.
It's also that's a shotgun, right?
Yes, I'm not going to use my leadership die on this.
Are you barraging?
Yes. Yeah, I am just barraging.
Doesn't the leadership die apply to the whole action?
Oh, does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Yeah, but I was
okay.
thinking of you have Pankrati too, right?
I do, yes. So
that-
my melee attacks get +1 accuracy against slowed or immobilized enemies.
And is locked on. So if you miss this, we have to banish you from this campaign.
Okay,
If you
so I
roll
will
a
use my
natural
leadership
one, I mean,
die.
yeah,
That
we might
should
have to.
be- Let me see. Yep. I'm using that. So I should have 1 accuracy on that, and I think 1 accuracy on my melee attack. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. On both. Okay. Opening up the shotgun attack.
Wow.
That's still a hit.
That's enough. That's enough.
Barely.
That's invasion? That is, yeah.
Yeah. That is just regular roll. Okay. Alright. 5 damage.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
And then we are coming in with the charged fist. That is going to also be +1 from Pankrati, so 1 accuracy. There
Nice.
we go.
Mhm.
That is AP. Okay, another 5. I swear I've rolled 5 every single attack with this weapon.
That's one above the average damage roll for us.
Okay, so it has 1 armor. Okay, yeah, all right. That's my turn.
And you remain suppressed and impaired because of it. So top of the round 5. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? I guess I'll play this as though like the audience can see this, but not necessarily your player characters. The camera shows the pilot of the Archer communicating on their internal channel back to the pilot of the assault ship, and he's saying like, "Should we bail? It's just us two." And then the ship's pilot is like, "Did you see how much they just missed? We got this. Hang in there." So yes, I am literally basing this decision to keep going and not surrender based on how many natural ones were just rolled in that previous round. So the Archer takes turn, and it is going to, I think Ray, you kind of showed up here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we want to do something first though? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the same maneuver here. Lock on and shoot. And there is no cover here on the same rock. I continue to
see
roll
how it
really,
is.
really good.
Ridiculous.
See how it is.
Got the optimal HP amount right now.
See how it is.
I think we'll stay there. Okay, one of the players may go now.
Before the assault moves, I could probably fly up and laser both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I think the assault would move, to be honest, but
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'll do that quick. I fly. I don't think I'm in space. I'll go here. I'm gonna go. Whatever. 4 up. Is that sufficient to angle down, hitting both?
Yeah, I think so.
I will do just that. Oops. Shift T to target one, yeah? Yeah.
I think the only problem is, unless you have a feature that prevents it, normally you would lose the movement once you become adjacent to the assault ship, because it's bigger than you. So you might not be able to get there. If you just maybe move one space north and then you'll be fine.
Just
Yeah.
gone here, flown upwards, and then moved in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Naked shots on both. Actually, is it worth it to lock on? To not miss?
Wait, if you're Jason,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
it should
does
be
that give
Jason.
you-
Never
does
mind.
that give
I would
you
actually would have
difficulty?
stayed apart. Yeah, you're right. I
yeah,
can still do that same shot.
you've got the range.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I might as well barrage. We need damage. Okay. No, I can't barrage because I have an RPG. Stupid. All right, I'm gonna lock onto the assault. Final answer. Let's see. Let's go add an accuracy for it. Wow.
Hmm.
Missing the archer,
Oh wait,
but hitting the assault. Critting.
Oh, does that miss by 1?
Field analyst says it does miss by 1.
Rhea will do the field analyst this time.
Very good. Turning it into a hit.
how many times has Field
Which is-
Analyst saved us so far
I think
this
that's the
combat?
third.
Like 3?
Yeah,
Three?
this is the third.
Very, very good talent.
Okay, here goes. Bloop, bloop. Ooh,
Yeah, that's
I
right.
like
There
that.
we go. That's nice.
And
that was
that's
Oh, yeah.
when we hunker down.
Bracing for impact.
Sorry,
Ah,
I should have said that before, but I mean I saw
Oh,
the
fine,
crit, so I was like, yeah.
Still good damage.
nice shot, Kelly.
Then I guess that's
It's
the same
4
damage
after armor. Yeah.
for the archer. The first die rolled was a 6? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, you can look at the die. So it's still 9 versus the archer.
Yeah.
I noticed the lock on is still on the assault as well.
I didn't consume it on accident. I just added an accuracy, so you could pull it
Oh,
off.
gotcha. I was like, I'm pretty sure they fixed that bug a long time ago.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
For some reason, it's yeah. I don't know if you can roll damage for it though.
Can you just -9 from its hit points?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, probably the best way. No armor here, so it's going down a structure.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're tearing something off. A system. All right. And I can't recall exactly. I need to look at the stat block in the book because the Foundry doesn't show me if these traits are systems. Pulling up the archer. Nope, suppress is not a system. This has no systems. Therefore, I must destroy its machine gun.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
That's
Does he have
crazy.
any weapons left?
Nope.
Yeah.
So, assuming that's the end of your turn.
Not feeling so confident now, are you?
Nope. Nope. Not at all.
let's see. Huh. Thanks, Rhea. Good call on that shot. That'll be my turn.
All right.
Let's finish these guys off.
Ray responds with, "Must be radio interference."
So the assault ship is now taking its turn, and all of you here on the open channel, the pilot is hailing you over it. If you'll accept the call. Any of you.
I'll accept the call.
Yeah.
You guys ready to talk again?
Okay, guys. Well, you know, this kind of sucks. We'll leave you be. Deal?
What do you think, guys? We take that deal? I'm currently on the
suppose
nose
they're-
of the ship, just
I
pummeling the
think,
cockpit glass.
yeah,
but I
We'll
stopped.
certainly take them. Tell you what, we'll let all the others go except the assault pilot, and the assault pilot, and they can't take the assault ship with them.
Wait, why don't we grab the Merc pilot, the one that was in the Ace? It seemed like their leader.
I thought the leader was in the assault ship.
No, the ace
Yeah,
was
the leader
leader.
was the ace.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, assuming that the ace pilot is alive, he stays. Everyone else can go. But they leave.
Yeah, that
their
sounds
mechs,
good to me.
Which gets scrapped.
Okay. That sounds okay. Yeah, but do we really have to give you the ship too? This thing is really expensive and really nice.
Yeah, we
How
don't
much
want you
mana?
blowing up the next convoy with it.
We're not.
Well-
Those days are done for us. We'll go work and you know, find a good job and stable income responsibly. We've learned the error of our ways.
I mean, we should give them something they can fit all their buddies in.
Yeah, that too.
Impact Dynamics is always looking for new hires.
I'll look into that.
Okay, so the actual deal that y'all are that the assault pilot is proposing, at least, is you can take the ace pilot, the leader of this group, who I said was the, as you could probably deduce, the only actual full-time careerist pirate of this group.
Yeah.
Everyone else is presumably moonlighters. But they really don't want to give up the ship. Is that something y'all are going to try to press for?
Well, I mean, how else are they getting out of here without?
Yeah, as long as they've
a
agreed
ship.
to
Yeah.
abandon their pirating ways.
I mean,
Okay.
it seems humane. We can't just leave them drifting out here in the middle of space.
Yep.
I think that's fine.
Right.
We got the ringleader.
Ray's gonna record the registration of the ship though, just in case.
I got your license plate.
Yeah, that's all good. Don't worry. Y'all can take him. Have fun. And if he tells you any of our names, he's lying. Thanks. Thanks for letting us
Wait a minute.
pick up our fallen comrades.
I'll float. I'll drift over to the bottom of the ship and just like rip off the gun.
Oh no.
Tear off its main gun.
You know, we don't need to be in combat anymore. I'll go ahead and officially end the encounter.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that, I'm going to ask for a check of some kind, perhaps just a hull check.
Yeah, I
Make
think
it like a
whole
skill check.
is good. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna ask. I guess in that case, I have personalizations, and I think that lets you, if the GM allows it, that allows you to get an accuracy on certain like skill checks or pilot checks.
Mhm,
Can I just
yeah.
say I have like, I don't know, extra strength, something
Yeah,
on here,
but-
myomer joints, something on this mech that gives me an accuracy on hull skill checks. Mech
Yeah,
skill
I'm fine with
checks,
that.
hull. Okay.
I like it.
Makes sense.
Okay. I feel like you're setting up this ship for a future reappearance in that case or something, but okay. Let's see. Can we drop the I'm not impaired, right? Anymore?
Right, yeah.
On this check? Okay.
Yep.
So
Everyone's
that'd be
conditions are all clear at this point.
Accuracy. Okay. I swear to God, if I rolled a 1 on... Okay.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah, nice.
there we go.
Yeah, I'm marking the assault rifle as destroyed because you do, in fact, destroy it. You tear it right off, and it drifts away into space.
Hey, you know what? We'll take it back.
Congratulations.
I'll throw it in the back of the shuttle, scrap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything that Hell's Gate could use.
Yeah, we can repurpose the metal, the ammunition, whatever.
Hey, wait, what, was that really necessary?
I mean, did you think I was just going to leave you guys with your weapons?
Right to bear arms?
Denied.
Yeah, that's fine. Take it. Didn't want it anyway. It's fine.
Now with that, the ship is going to start gradually slow burning around the field, visiting each wreck of the fallen comrades and picking them up, except for
That's for the leader.
the ace. The archer
Speaking of which,
also
there?
goes
we
away.
see him floating near his wreckage.
Well,
Probably,
cockpit, hopefully.
yeah, probably still in the cockpit. Just in a protective hard suit, because if you're going in space in a mech, you probably want to wear like a space suit, just to be safe.
I thought, didn't Joker burn his ship up?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right. Burned to death for sure. Quote, death. Not literally dying.
Right.
So I think, I think the guy would see one of you approach with the understanding that, the code of Calliope, you're picking up the survivor. He allows you to do it. It's fine. Who is going to be the one to do it? That's my question.
Does anyone have an expanded cockpit?
I believe
I don't
you do.
think so.
I do.
Oh, Joker has one too.
Oh, I was asking that redundantly because I was assuming that I was the only one. Ray's gonna go over and try to pick him up.
I'll float over with Rhea. Just
Okay, I'll give it to you. Once
I have several techniques at the ready.
maybe if another
Rated the
prisoner
pilot.
shows up.
If you misbehave, you're going in the NHP's chassis.
So do I have a right to remain silent or something?
Depends. Do you want to remain silent, or do you want to try to make a case for yourself?
I mean,
Think I'd rather remain silent for now. Take me back to whoever your bosses are.
Impact Dynamics doesn't take kindly to sunlighters.
You might be surprised.
we're taking him back to Hell's Gate, not Impact Plaza.
Well, that we have multiple stops. We can always go other places. Or send people other places.
The ace pilot is thinking, well, I'm in the mech of the impact person, so I feel like she's probably got the upper hand here. Doesn't say that out loud, but that's what he's thinking. All right, well, because of your victory in this fight, I am ticking the station stability clock by 1 segment. Woo!
Nice.
So we're now at 3.
Nice.
Very cool.
You all
Ray's
return
gonna
to
radio.
the freighter. Sorry, go ahead.
Ray's gonna radio over to everyone. Some of you aren't running the program. If you could turn that on before we head back to the ship, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's still gonna be a no from me. I'll hit you back.
It collates combat data. It's for the benefit of everyone.
You know, I also collate combat data without
Yeah.
any pop-up ads.
I think Eli, one collator's enough for me. I don't need you selling my data to Impact.
Well, thankfully Eli's running my program, so we'll deal with that when it comes.
How the hell, Eli?
I didn't look.
Thought you were smarter than that.
I looked it over. It seems like it's not a big deal. Trying to keep everybody happy.
Hate to tell you, but I decided to run it too. I'm more curious about what it can do than what harm it might cause. After all, we fought together now.
I think this is the part where Phoenix just kind of does the office, like looking into the camera, like, what? Are you kidding?
Jims the camera.
Yep, jimming the camera. You all return to the freighter so it can deliver your mechs back. And while you're in this freighter, you can, of course, perform some light repairs, resting, as Lancer would call it, spending some RP. You can do that now.
Nice.
All right.
Your heat, right?
Heat is free.
Yeah. Let's see.
Heat and conditions.
And I'm
So
going
let's
to
repair my structure and
for hit
stress.
One
So the
100 quality.
stress is still 2, right? In an Everest, even in an Everest.
I think so.
Oh,
Replaceable
That
parts.
No.
One?
Stress.
Yes, stress
Yeah.
is still 2.
Yeah, stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll use 3, leaving me
oh,
at 2.
structure. Yeah.
I assume while we're all in the freighter bay, hang on a minute. Okay, 4, yeah, okay, I'm back at full structure and stress.
Is this character?
As a curiosity, Eli, do you review the combat data?
Yeah. Of course.
You're gonna notice some serious inconsistencies with what actually happened during the battle.
Versus
Um,
what the program is saying happened.
Yep.
What are the inconsistencies?
The mech that got downed that Raya knocked out was actually attributed to your mech. And there's an entire scenario crafted around how that occurred.
So it has edited your involvement out.
Mhm.
Interesting.
I'm just a humble accountant.
All of the damage is attributed to like just getting hit by like stray fire. Humble accountant.
Mm-hmm.
Even not knowing this myself personally, I'll still say in the ride back, say, "Hey, Raya, right? I'm pretty surprised you joined in. You said you were just gonna observe."
Oh, staying in the back is always what I do. It's always a bit of a hazard to go up close. My mech isn't really built for combat.
Yeah,
You
I feel
didn't
like
stay in the back. You threw yourself at the front lines pretty enthusiastically.
No, everything seems to be fine in the back. I stayed there the whole time. A little bit of friendly fire, a little bit of stray fire from the opposition.
All right, maybe you can make your report say whatever the hell you want, but you're not going to gaslight us.
Indeed. I have recorded this entire encounter inside of a error file not found.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna say something in private, but you know, we're we fought together, so this, we could trust each other. It clearly your combat analytics were designed to downplay your involvement. And I don't know what to think about that, but ultimately I'm happy you got involved.
Well, I'm glad that the combat went well for you. No fatalities is a pretty good mark on the specifications of battle. No serious replacements.
I think I'm understanding why I couldn't find your name in any after-action reports now.
Well, I've never been in combat before.
Mm-hmm.
Actually do have a question. Is the pilot still in Reyes expanded compartments? The ace pilot?
I would imagine that that's the closest we have to a cell on the entire ship. Unless
Probably
I'm
so, yeah.
incorrect in that statement.
Okay,
I mean,
good,
I think it
because
works.
if nobody takes a look at what the Jester class NHP is doing, they're going to inevitably just go to that pilot, and we all know what's going to happen.
You mean like in the subaltern or in virtual space?
In the subaltern virtual space, Jester is reserved for Mech Jester. It's gonna be like watching so it's gonna be like watching a mouse droid keep pushing against somebody's foot repeatedly, but for like the entire ride.
And this pilot is just sitting inside the expanded compartment.
Yeah, Rhea has some sensitivity videos playing.
I imagine he'd be locked in there, right?
Well, yeah, it's the cockpit is locked, but there's like sensitivity training videos playing.
Right.
Sensitivity training. Clippies keep showing up in the corner. Just won't go away.
The pilot is beginning to think, please don't let me out of this, please. Please don't let me out of this mech. Upon seeing the messages from the little Joker Clippy.
So should we hit Zinfandel back and let him know we're done here?
That is what we would be doing. In fact, it's a little bit of time for the freighter to carry you back. I'm just going to bring us back to Hell's Gate here. That should be 3. There we go. I had to update it. Yeah, later on, you do get a report from Zinfandel. They call you and say, well, glad to hear that y'all were successful in your mission. We ended up sending some of the more diplomatic members of the militia to pick up that other job that Jerry offered you guys. Of course, we sent a defensive escort unit with them. The good news is we got the food for a price that was not as exorbitant as we were expecting, so that's good. And we got it back here, intact. The bad news is suffered a few destroyed mechs. Because on the way back, there was another group of pirates. Who would have thought? Another group of Hell Hounds were waiting on the way back. Yeah. Like I said, though, food's fine. Thank the gods they couldn't manage to steal that. And, there's some interesting news in addition to the good and the bad. The interesting news is that the pirates claimed that they were actually hired by none other than Impact Dynamics.
What was the tail number for the ship?
It was She gives
Okay.
you the information.
I will look into this in more depth.
Oh, you'll look into it? How do we know you didn't radio the pirates yourself and let them know the transport ship was coming back? Or let them know that there was a ship on the way?
Well,
She didn't.
that
She was with
that's
us.
a level of competence that I would not necessarily fail at.
Yeah, no, I know. I figured Zinfandel continues. I figured this is going to be a bit of a wrench into the squad dynamic here for obvious reasons. Just want to say, pirates not exactly known for being bastions of truth and justice. So could have just been a lie. Could have been a fib. You never know. Just saying. But at the same time, I could imagine Impact Dynamics wanting to have their cake and eat it too. But nothing's confirmed.
Did anybody get hurt? Everybody make it out alive?
Yeah, we got our survivors. Seems like the pirates didn't care to take out the bounties that their leader would have paid out for some captured militia people. Seems like they just cared about the food and only the food.
So, what? Their claim is Impact Dynamics sold the food and then sent their lackeys to get it back so they could get the money with none of the downside?
Economically speaking, it is a pretty lucrative plan.
That is a possibility. Yeah. Like I said, nothing's confirmed though. Yeah, it could have been anything. Could have been anyone. Either way, at the end of the day, you guys succeeded, and so did their team. So we're good. You can get back on station and do whatever you need until we need you again. But don't rest too long on your laurels. Assuming Jerry's going to call you very soon with something.
Right.
If you say so.
Well, we appreciate that, and we'll stay ready.
Laurels are an expense that few do have.
Oh, that does remind me. What's a laurel?
Well, it comes from a long, long time ago. They were originally a plant.
What kind
Does
of plant?
Joker know what a plant is? Okay.
I was just saying, like, maybe not.
Well, it was a laurel plant. That's the origin.
I get the sense that Joker's not picking up what you're putting down, unfortunately. There's a lot of links from point A to point B to point C, and it's gonna take a while to explain everything.
But what is a laurel?
I'll send you a link.
Sounds good. For once, Joker is asking for help and not just offering help. Hard times. Once you're on the station, as Zinfandel said, it is indeed not very long before Jerry gives you a call, but not quite yet to ask you to do something. Instead, he coordinates or asks Rhea about the prisoner. What would you be more partial to doing, Rhea? Jerry would like for the prisoner to be released on Hell's Gate, still under custody, but be processed by the Hell's Gate United leadership. Would that be acceptable for you, or would you push back in some way?
Rhea will push back, but in the worst defenses, just we have jurisdiction, and just be completely wrong about every form of defense raised, and then just kind of cede to the to release him on Hell's Gate. More
Gotcha,
more
yeah.
making a show out of it than actually
think-
caring.
Yeah, I think Jerry would probably say, well, you bring up some good points. I'm not fully familiar with the legalese, but technically you are part of a squad that's under the militia's jurisdiction. So, yeah, he doesn't outright say it, but he's kind of heavily implying that, you're taking orders from Hell's Gate right now. So, a decision like this is going to be made by Hell's Gate, and we're just going to leave it at that.
Well, if you think that's the correct route, then I have no recourse. I'm but a humble accountant.
I think the ace pilot would probably, in the same room, would probably say something like, I probably would prefer to go to Impact Dynamics. I'm just saying. And Jerry would be like, I bet you would, but nope. You're stuck here on the gate with us. Got to make up for your crime somehow. And in fact, Jerry informs all of you later on, probably about a day after that. Good news, guys. I was able to convince the captured pilot there to accept a shot at redemption. Captured pirates are often sentenced to community service here on the gate, and just so happens that the service that our community needs right now is dealing with the pirates. Sometimes, I guess the universe has a beautiful symmetry like that.
Wow.
This time, though, he's going to be piloting a support class mech. Something a little bit less destructive for obvious reasons, just to be safe. Extra insurance. So yeah,
I see they would
this
be
is...
What's remote
gosh.
cloud do?
So the remote cloud is an optional system for the support, which is something I don't even remember because the support is so bad that I just don't even commit it to memory. But this is what the module says is happening. So the remote cloud is basically, yeah, it's a system, full action, releases a blast to nanite cloud within range 5. If you start your turn in the area or move into it, you regain 2 HP. And it lasts until the support's next turn.
Pretty good.
And yeah, more broadly about the favors, I guess, system or tag in this game or in this campaign. A favor is basically like a squad level reserve that you can invoke at any time. Specifically, obviously this one you have to choose at the start of the fight. And of course, limited one means you're only going to get to do this once. But yeah, you can save that for later.
Nice.
And then here on Hell's Gate, it's going to be a little bit of time before Jerry asks for your next, asks for your attention in the briefing room once again for your next major task. Is there anything that any of you would like to do? Any minor narrative scene or person you want to talk to or some sort of group interaction? Now's the time. Otherwise, I'll just move right on.
I'd like to chat with the rest of my squad except for Rhea. Sorry, Rhea. I apologize, Rhea. But Gabe,
I know exactly what kind of character I made.
Gabe would like to, I don't know, at some point while we're, chilling out post mission, he would definitely hit up Eli and Gilly and Joker too. And just be like, hey, want to grab a drink and talk real quick?
Yeah. I was going over the supplies. We came out of that mission pretty good. We've still got a lot of supplies left over if we have to get sent out again. But this can't go on forever. They've got to get a printer working. But I think we're in good shape for another fight.
I'm sure Jerry and what was the NHP's name? Shelly?
Shelly, yes. Mm-hmm.
Shelly. Jerry and Shelly will figure it out. But Yeah, you guys want to talk for a minute? I don't know if we want to meet up somewhere at a bar. I'd say Gabe's gotten into the local like Met Combat League, so he wants to meet up at a bar and watch a match and chat.
Sure. Yeah, there's not just the GMS _ generic _ bar, but it is in one of the aft hab rings there are similar enough spots, and I'm sure it's probably not out of the question that at least one of them would have a sports bar type vibe to it, with just a bunch of big screens around the place showing off various events, including some sort of mech racing and mech combat. I don't know if I ever asked or if you ever specified, but what was specifically your specialty, Gabriel, if I might ask? Like, were you into racing or fighting in a mech?
It was I imagine it as it was like a team sport, kind of like a hybrid sort of mech team sport, sort of ball sport, where you're trying to advance something down the field, going up against another team, but also, something like that. You're
Okay.
kind of stereotypical sci-fi mech team sport where but it's high impact, so it's kind of like a cross between fighting and a ball game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I imagined, at least.
So
But-
mech rugby, basically.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I put it.
Gotcha.
How I think of it is sort of like mech rugby, but maybe the arena has some terrain features and stuff you can take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
That was his thing, but he's kind of into all sorts of different mech sports, so 1v1 combat or arena combat would be pretty enticing to him as well.
And to set the scene here, have you just invited Elias to this bar, or is the whole squad minus Rhea here with you again?
Oh, everybody, yeah, he'd want
Okay.
everybody except Rhea there.
Okay.
So I'm just seated at the bar, checking out, watching one of the many TV screens, watching some ongoing fight.
Mm-hmm.
And when Gilly shows up, Gilly and Elias and Joker shows up, I'd slap Gilly on the shoulder and say "Hey, you handled yourself pretty well out there." Natural.
Thanks. I was worried I was gonna make a fool of myself for a minute there, but it worked out.
I think we all did. Based on the
How come you didn't?
circumstances.
How come you never considered jumping in the cockpit sooner?
I don't know. If I tried it back then, I don't think I would have had the knack for it. Honestly, was watching you for all those years that I'm, just mimicking that.
Well, happy I something right at least.
And I'm fretting too much about the paint.
Coming in clutch out there. You can always repaint your mech. Don't worry about a few scratches. And Joker, you keep doing you. So, I didn't just invite you guys here to watch the game. I was thinking, what's your take on that accountant? I need to do air quotes around accountant.
Very questionable background, but with her addition to the squad, I calculate we could have up to 2 more sorties before things get really critical.
I mean, yeah, she can handle herself in a fight, but she's obviously hiding something.
It feels like when the safety officer came by to look over the pit crew just to see if we're doing anything wrong. I feel like I'm being analyzed, and I guess literally so with that software. I just don't know what the goal is.
No, I think the software was designed to erase her involvement in the engagement.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know why. That's a lot of question marks there, but that's what I believe its purpose was.
Wait, that's what the package. That's what the package she sent.
Yes.
Oh, that
altered all the
explains
data.
something.
Yeah, so it looked like she didn't really do anything, but she did.
No, I mean
Well-
my visual recording was jammed for the entire duration of rec. This is
Huh. Could even
talking
have
about.
Joker. I guess that software was more advanced. I might have given it credit.
Well, I didn't download that bullshit, so my black box will tell the right story.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Obviously, I'm not buying the humble accountant story.
It's about at this
Definitely.
moment where you hear a chair go squeak as it squeaks across the metal floor in your direction. And so guys,
Oh, good.
how'd it go? Yeah, I didn't realize you had a whole squad on board the station, huh? Pointing at you, Gabe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't find that out sooner. Aren't you supposed to be on top of things?
You know what? Supposed to be, but never claimed I was perfect at it. It's a difficult job, you know, being a streamer. Really hard work. You always got to be on, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure that must be torturous.
So, what are we talking about? Addressing the rest of the group.
I have a
Oh, wait.
conversation.
Do they not know who I am?
with-
Are we supposed to know you? You don't work for Jerry, do you?
No, not at all. I mean, debatable. You could say I do because of all the tourism that I attract here to the gate and the awareness that I spread of this noble people's great struggle with surviving every day and in a, you know, jerry-rigged station. Hey, I think I might know why they say jerry-rigged now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, anyway, that's cool if you don't know me. You know, I understand there's a lot of cosmopolitans out there. Don't always get the privilege of watching Omni streams, but Ipswich to Lacey. You can call me Switch if you want. I became acquainted with our pal Phoenix over here. Knew him from his ball game days.
Phoenix would just grumble.
If by chance anyone in your squad cares to do a quick interview, or maybe even a group interview, and then you see one of the drone hovering above their right shoulder, the antenna kind of perks up, the camera lens rotates like it's zooming, zzz, and then they continue. I would love it for the viewers at home, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have some good news.
Oh,
Just came back from a sortie. Beat some pirate ass out there. The
Hell
Hell
yeah.
Hound should be thinking twice before tangling with the strategic response team again.
yeah, that's right. And then they kind of look into the camera as it rotates on their face. You heard it here first, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth. Any pirates who come to Hell's Gate looking to fuck us up, we're gonna fuck you up right back. Ain't that right? And by we, I mean them. And then they point to all of you.
Elias will nod sagely. That's right.
Oh, what make and model is that drone?
Oh, this here's your basic camera drone. And then they list off the specific model and make, which I, GM Colton, am not sure what it is right now.
Unregistered hypercam.
Interesting.
Oh my god. Yeah, Joker. In fact, if you want, I will let you make some sort of check here if you want to find out for yourself.
Oh god.
Well, Joker's doing. Oh, go ahead.
Would I be able to hack or finesse so I can send a visual sort of a thing to the feed?
You want you want the Clippy to appear on the stream layout, basically.
Yeah.
Got to airdrop
Sure.
memes.
Airdrop memes to the camera.
Airdropping.
Nice.
Yeah, the viewers at home, they see that little Clippy. What would you like it specifically to do or say?
It says, "Hello, it seems you are streaming to the Omninet. Would you like some help with that?"
Switch. You can see like a little hollow display in like an eye like contact lens that they have that's virtual connected to the computer system. And they kind of focus on that for a second. They're like, whoa, chat's blowing up now. Why is everyone just being like, yeah, yes, LMAO, hell yeah, what's going on? Hey, I guess they must really like you guys, huh? Yeah, must be it. Joker, by doing this, you also learn that the drone camera is not what they said it was. It's a completely different brand, completely different make and model.
Huh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I had a feeling we were likable, but it's nice to have it affirmed by a third party.
I'll mess with the other one a little bit. I'll just like, that is a pretty nifty thing, and I'll take one of my perpetually oily hands from working on a mech, and I'll rub it on the nice white clean surface and stain it.
Hey, wait, hang on there. Listen, hey, that's, you know what, they are cute and all, but let's let's not touch property that doesn't belong to us, yay? Huh?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just taking a look.
I deal with too many people, raving fans who just want to do whatever they can to, make contact with me, touching my shoulders and asking for autographs and can you sign my drone, please? So forgive me if I have a strong reaction.
And say, yeah, it seems like everybody's really starstruck in here.
Well, you stick around in one place long enough, people get used to you. And they just kind of nod like it's the most obvious thing in the world. Well, listen, I don't want to leave you pilots, I don't want to interrupt your celebratory dinner and drinks or whatever it is. So I'll get a move on. But like I told Gabriel over here, offers open to any of you. If you got an expanded compartment in your mech, I would be happy to ride along and stream it for the world, for the galaxy, I should say, to see.
Oh, wait, I
would make the throat-cutting gesture at Joker before he offers. Bring Ipswich along. Yeah, well, we'll consider the offer. How about for now, just keep putting the good word out there that the strategic response team is staying on top of things and keeping the people of Hell's Gate safe.
All right, then. Peace out. And then they turn and walk away with their drone cameras hovering gently above their shoulders. Now, Joker, you still have your little avatar on the stream layout. Would you like to have that avatar say something before we end this little interaction?
It seems you are watching streamer Ipswich Delaney. Would you like more suggestions on their content in the future?
The chat is now saying like, okay, it's kind of getting old. You can go away now. Get that paperclip out of here and all that. If you do want to reach out to Switch here with the expanded compartment offer, you can. Just saying. Maybe keep it in mind for the next combat. And your squad mates don't need to know.
Oh, this could help brand recognition. We could get more sponsorships this way. Ooh.
I think it would make sense now to ask if Rhea is maybe doing something. It's okay if you don't have an answer for us, Gilded.
Rhea would mostly be doing the reports, filing all of the things, working on whatever she can.
Okay.
I
Business as
imagine
usual.
also sent a application to that pilot of the assault craft to join up with the great and powerful impact dynamics. Would definitely be checking in on seeing if he's actually applied or not.
Okay. Yeah. You get a response back that just says, for now, thanks. We'll look into this. I'm glad to know that Impact can look past my questionable background.
And Ray just sends back, it is against Impact Dynamic protocol to look too deeply into a individual's past.
My kind of corp.
And sends back, hopefully our type of corp.
Thumbs up. Reaction.
Totally normal. Great.
Okay.
I think Gabe would probably just spend the rest of his free time digging into the mech combat. Just, I don't know if you could deliver some more information at some point about the different mech combat leagues in the system.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely find
If that's better as a downtime action, or if he would just, or if we could do that, without.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there will be room for extra information gathering or joining or whatever in downtime. But for now, I can mention, keep in mind, GM Colton has not yet read the entire PDF for In Golden Flame Act 1, but I do know that on the station known as the Icebreaker Borealis, there is indeed a combat sports league. So
Wow.
you find out that much for now. It's like the Borealis being the place where you guys actually got stranded by your employers. They wouldn't let you freely explore the place, but you gleaned enough about it to know that it's basically like the big recreation center of Calliope. Like, people go there basically as vacations. It's got all the things, casinos and combat leagues and resort type places, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if there's nothing else that anyone would like to do, we can skip ahead to your next call from Jerry. It's going to be like a couple of days, I would say, after that last interaction. You're called into the briefing room yet again. And this time, Shelly's monitor is asleep, I suppose. Jerry says, no Shelly right now. She's handling some other business, and she trusted me enough to handle this on my own anyway. So call it a sub briefing, I guess. Thanks for doing what you did, by the way. The trusty Hell Hound, or hopefully I should say former Hell Hound, turned out to be, let's say, one of the more docile hounds that I've personally interacted with. So that was a pleasant surprise. Takes a sip of coffee. So, while you were away, a unsurprisingly, we found out things are actually even worse than we thought. Because why wouldn't they be? Much like our food from earlier, the station's long-range scanning array is broken. Waterlogged.
Oh.
The processing unit burned out. Flooded. Kaput. Yeah. But
That's not good.
no, it's not good, but it's okay. It's okay. Because we can, in fact, handle this. Even though we can't fix it with the material we have on hand, echoing the issue with the printer, we can print the right part once we fix the printer. Yeah. Now, obviously, can't do it right now, but he puts down the cup of coffee on the table, rubs his hands together. I have a good idea. A decent idea. As a temporary solution. Our friends, the Hell Hounds, to whom you have now become acquainted with, they have a series of listening posts. Basically like bases, stations, not quite stations, we'll say bases, on asteroids throughout Calliope. Basically, they just use these places to keep tabs on the system and, for lack of a better word, spy on people. They were built about a decade ago in collaboration with, and then he writes, he goes to a nearby whiteboard, uncaps a marker, and writes, the Cousins. The Cousins are a Horus-aligned organization. In fact, they're the most prolific, largest Horus-aligned organization pretty much across the whole long rim, believe it or not. Now, apparently, the Cousins funded the construction of all of the Hellhounds listening posts in exchange for them to also gain access to the network and all the data they collect via that network. Now, why exactly the Cousins want this data is anyone's guess, but Shelley and I have a theory that it's kind of their way of retaliating against, rotates back to the whiteboard, the circuit. Don't get them confused. I get them confused a lot. It's okay. The circuit is another pirate group here in Calliope. Ironically, they are also aligned with Horus. Yeah, go figure. But the circuit refuses to be assimilated into the Cousins. So the Cousins probably funding the Hellhounds as kind of a middle finger to the circuit. It's kind of like the Cousins are saying, if you won't join us, we'll just get what we want without you, because we don't actually need you. And, you know, funding a different pirate gang in the same system, intuitively, yeah, it's a bit of an insult, as I'm sure you can imagine. All of this is to say... Oh, sorry, what did you say?
I just said pirate politics.
Pirate politics, in as much as they exist. It's funny. A bunch of groups of anarchists and ne'er-do-wells, and they still have to deal with the harsh realities of life in that sense.
You know,
he goes over to the table, drinks coffee.
What's the story with these Hellhounds? I heard somebody say they came from Hell's Gate.
That indeed, they did come from Hell's Gate, and I do not, out of character, I do not perfectly remember the story, but yeah, basically there was a period of time. I can tell you this in between sessions as well. There was a time called what was it called? Something about winter. This is me. Jerry is explaining this in a way that makes him, he knows what he's talking about, but Colton doesn't necessarily know what he's talking about right now, so just keep that in mind.
I got you.
The Demon Winter, yes. The year 4992, the Demon Winter happened on Hell's Gate. The Hell Hounds, in their infancy, basically tried to stage a rebellion and take over the station, but they were defeated and then forced off the station. And they have been essentially living in exile at various points around the system since then.
Got it.
So yeah, they call themselves, this is Jerry again. So yeah, they call themselves the Hell Hounds, you know, as a bit of a homage to their history here on Hell's Gate. And I'm sure that their leadership is probably constantly preaching to them about how they are the rightful inheritors or the rightful owners of Hell's Gate or some such. And I'm sure you've seen at this point, you've been here long enough. We don't require the most pristine, upstanding kind of citizen. Literally anyone who can hold a wrench and can do a job mostly competently is more than welcome here. Which should tell you the Hellhounds, by and large, tend to recruit very, very, very vicious people. That's why I was so surprised that our new friend was so willing to cooperate. Guess they're not all the same. Anyway, back to the main topic of conversation. The listening posts. I went through all of that and all that backstory to say that your team could hijack one of these posts to look for parts that we could salvage for the sensor array. Luckily, one of these posts is actually orbiting Stygia, our planet. So it's only a few hours away if you take a shuttle. The base is run by, again on the whiteboard, a SIG diver. Sorry, I should ask, do you all know what a SIG diver is? I'm not sure if that's a Calliope specific thing.
No.
Okay, yeah. A SIG diver. Writes it down. Obviously a portmanteau of signal and diver. Basically, it's a kind of... I suppose you could say it's a job. It's a pretty uncommon job. Basically, think about like a person who is really, really good, A, technically proficient, B, really good at sorting and looking through a lot of old data. You know, Calliope and all of these stations in Calliope goes pretty far back. And there's a lot of really old tech, a lot of old hard drives with a lot of old data on them. Satellites, radio frequencies constantly still broadcasting. And SIG divers basically just try to, you know, find interesting and useful information. Or intel in the malicious case. We have some of them on the militia, of course. Anyway, there is a SIG diver on this listening outpost who goes by this call sign, or should I say username, Signal. Very creative. Yes, exactly. So far, they have not exactly been, you know, outwardly hostile to us. We haven't felt the need to go dispatch a unit of the militia because, I mean, frankly, we have enough problems as it is. And they're mostly just doing their thing and spying on us. But it's fine. It's fine. So Signal here is a SIG diver who seems to be working on behalf of Horus, unsurprisingly, most likely the cousins, under contract to the Hellhounds. So, obviously, when you get to this outpost, you can expect a significant guard detail by way of mechs. But if you were to seize that post, take control of it, then we would be able to look for a salvageable target, and it would put a serious dent in the Hellhounds' surveillance network. So, a double whammy win for Hell's Gate. Sound good?
Sounds
you'll
good, I
definitely,
guess.
Definitely a high strategic target.
What'd you say, Clay?
No, it said sounds good to me.
Gotcha.
Do we have to blow up the station?
Oh, no, by all means. Definitely do not blow it up. I just want you to take control of it.
Yes, we're seizing it.
Understood.
Take control of it. Try not to blow anything up, except for the mechs that will be shooting at you, obviously.
All right.
The base is located on an asteroid, a bit of orbital debris, so not technically space combat, but of course exposed to the vacuum of space. So we can assume that the typical rules of engagement of space warfare apply. You know, survivors should be protected or at least not killed, obviously, as you've already learned. Now, getting there isn't going to be a problem. It's close enough to us that, you know, as I said, we can just put you on a shuttle and you'll be there in 2, maybe 3 hours. The issue is a big issue. There is absolutely no way that you can get there undetected. After all, it was specifically designed to monitor all traffic, both virtual and physical, in and out of Hell's Gate. So it will absolutely spot a ship's thrust plume the second it leaves Hell's Gate. So, are you okay with a hot drop? I hope you are.
Yeah, I like my drop tot.
I guess there's no other way to do it.
I mean, maybe there is, and I just can't see it. Nervously sips coffee.
I've got a
Unless there
feeling
was
that
some
you've
way to remotely jam their equipment, but I don't know if that's even possible.
Well,
Eli?
what are we using as a hot drop?
One of the gate's orbital shuttles.
Well, traffic is constantly going back and forth around the gate. Don't ships drive by them all the time?
Yeah, basically. Still, though, I mean, very few of them are heading toward that outpost. So when one does, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, yeah.
And getting into assault speed would also alert them to our intentions.
Yep. Terry just nods.
And if your ship comes back with a few more holes than it left with, is this going to be a problem?
Well, I mean, objectively speaking, holes in a ship is a problem, by definition. But I feel like it would be a worthy price to pay.
So is the plan to salvage their array and bring the parts back here to repair our scanner?
Yes.
No, well, isn't the plan to use the array to search for parts or something like that? I thought.
Why not both?
Yeah.
It might be, you know, heavily password protected or something, but probably won't be a problem for you, eh, Joker?
Oh, right, because he said we need parts for the printer. And then if we repair the printer, we can print parts to fix the array.
Yeah.
That will work.
Well, to be
The question
clear,
is, do you prefer?
go ahead, Joker.
No problem at all. But I must ask, do you prefer that the software be rendered modified or?
Lightly modified at most, because they could also contain valuable intel, such as where we can find a replacement part for the printer. Now, let me clarify what you guys just said. We normally would have to repair the printer to repair the sensor array. The idea now is that we're just going to repair the sensor array by stealing one of the Hell Hounds. But obviously,
Alright.
keep your eyes open. We can use it to potentially find something about how we can get a printer part replacement in a speedy time. But yeah, the scanning array, definitely something we're going to want, as that is also a matter of station security, obviously.
Could my character make a narrative check to examine like the location of the space and see if there's a better way to get there?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just say this above the table, out of character. The module does not present any alternatives. It literally just says what Jerry has told you. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stick to it as written. I'm fine with being a little flexible here. Just might need to think about it a little bit and get a little creative is all.
I could do a spot or an investigate.
As a quick question, I feel like it was mentioned, but who's hiring the group? Or who's hiring the code individual? You said the Hell Hounds hired them?
So
Technically,
yes,
they are hellhounds, but Horace bankrolls them.
The cousins.
So
The
all we
cousins,
needed...
specifically.
the Sig Diver signal is, I think, heavily implied to be a member of the cousins, but working for the Hell Hounds now because of, the cousins want probably some amount of presence in the system.
I also have an idea for assault mechanics.
Okay.
But let's let our tactics guy do it first. And
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'll roll it. Yeah.
The first failed check, I think, of the game.
Yeah.
Narrative check, I mean.
All right. Well,
You can flavor that however you'd like.
I just can't see any way in that's not going to be dropping into a hot zone, so we'll just have to make do.
well, there is always the other option.
What's that?
I'm gonna make a whatever phone call is called in Lancer to the
A slate
the
call.
guy I sent the guy I sent the application to.
That's what the module says about Signal. A cocky Horus Sig Diver, currently under contract to the Hellhounds.
Do you still have that ship as a curiosity?
What, you mean? You mean my ship that you guys destroyed?
Yeah, indeed. Do
No.
you
We leave that floating in space.
Wait, are you talking about the Ace's mech or the actual assault ship?
the assault that we
Oh,
let go?
gotcha. The assault ship. The actual ship?
Yeah.
Okay. The pilot says, I mean, maybe. I haven't been in touch with him or anything ever since I was, taken prisoner.
No. Would be calling the guy who owned the ship because I sent the application.
Oh, you're
to
reaching
him
out to that person.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the actual assault pilot.
Okay. I thought you had sent the application to the prisoner, Ace pilot.
No.
Okay. Let me readjust that in my notes here.
Don't want him involved in anything. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. The assault ship pilot. Yeah. The question we still, he tells you, yeah, we still got the ship. It's still fine. They still
Does it
let's
still
see.
have the
does it
Hell
still have
Hound
the gun?
IFF?
Oh, that is what you were asking about.
Yeah. Does it still have the Hell Hound IFF?
I mean, I think so. Yeah. I'm not exactly the maintenance worker or anything. I just drive the dang thing.
Well, if you can get us the IFF for your ship, we'll compensate you in some capacity. I could definitely get you an application that goes through successfully to Impact Dynamics.
I'm going to ask for a check here. Some sort of persuasion check. Or bartering. Deal making. Whatever. Anything I could help.
I've got charm or get a hold of something. Both work. So I'm going to go with charm on this one.
It's the same value anyway. It's always +2 anyway.
We got leverage.
That is a 3.
You know, I really, truly appreciate the offer, but I think I'll go with the old-fashioned way. Did I say that I still had a assault ship with a Hell Hound IFF? No, I'm trying to make a clean start for myself. I gave that thing up a few days ago. It was great talking to you. Thanks for the offer. And then they abruptly hang up before you can respond.
Oh, damn. All
You got the
sides
sense
are pointing
that
to up.
they got it. You get the sense, Rhea, that they were not trusting of you because of your corporate connection.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right, it just looks to the team. Well, my avenue has since closed.
Who's
Well.
worth a try?
Only leaves one.
Jerry says, much like how I like my coffee. You guys going in hot? Actually, this is pretty lukewarm at this point. I've been holding it for like 2 hours now.
Well, if you had an Impact Dynamics coffee cup, you could get it to heat while you drink it.
The classic Impact Dynamics coffee cup, of course. I like that.
Our office workers do not ever have to drink cold coffee.
I like that. That implies that Impact just produces like merch of all kinds. If you can think of it, you can find it. They've got it. I like that.
I mean, it makes sense for what they kind of are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, you have your next job. And I figured it would be fun to end the session on the cliffhanger of the combat basically beginning, although we're not going to even go through, initial deployments and stuff. But before I narrate the session ending, would any of you like to do anything else? This is your last chance on Hell's Gate before this next fight.
I'd like to contact.
Contact who? Ipswich, you said?
Yep.
Yo! Hey, Joker, you're the paperclip man, right? Or NHP, I should say. Sorry, didn't mean to gender you. Funny little trick you did on my stream earlier. You really got me. But the chat loved it. Until they didn't. But still, hey, good to hear from you. What can I do for you?
Would you be interested in filming a specific? How good are you in space?
Aren't we all in space all the time? Nah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I'm fine in there. I've gone through a few 0G simulators and I can hold my stomach just fine.
All right. Well, you have not heard this from me, but there's going to be something with a satellite. We could use someone with a more social eye.
Is this your way of inviting me along on your next sortie?
Yes.
Well, it's a deal. I would love to join you. I would love to join you in your mech, Joker.
Good. The other question is, are you good with combat? And by combat, I mean, are you okay with error list not found?
Yeah. I did absolutely. I did actually offer, sitting in the expanded compartment for just to see what it's like to be in the mech and look at all the pretty lights and listen to all the cool sounds. But combat, yeah, I just don't know. That sounds a little too extreme for me. I'm just pulling your leg. Of course I'm up for it. Of course I'm up for it. And the viewers at home, they would go wild. It's been a long time since I've been in an active combat situation.
Understood. The other thing is regarding confidentiality. Actually, I don't even know about this. I have no idea about the legal parameters of this entire situation.
And you know what?
We have it.
And you know what? That makes two of us. So I'd say we're on the same page.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, yeah, just send me your location and I'll be there whenever you're ready.
Understood. Sending cords.
So
You're right around. Wait.
I don't necessarily think that Switch is going to care about the rest of the squad seeing them enter the expanded compartment of Joker's mech. But Joker, would you try to make it secret, or would you also just not care from the rest of the squad?
Trying to make it look like a secret, but failing miserably. Like Ipswich is just walking normally, and he's just staring at the rest of the. Joker is staring at the rest of the squad, just slowly side waddling, trying to hide something big behind the subaltern.
The drones hovering above Ipswich's shoulders are definitely hovering higher than the subaltern body as well. So the rest of you are aware of this.
Damn it, Joker.
Yes?
Switch is like, yep, pay no attention to the person behind the mech. I promise, I'll be quiet. I'll be on my own private channel the whole time. And they climb into the expanded compartment.
Be literal.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's not a bad idea to have the people of Hell's Gate see us in action. Good for station morale and all that. Let's put on a show.
Fallback, this time around, can you make sure that everyone's running the combat program?
I mean, apparently we're going to be live streaming it, so I don't know if that's going to matter.
It should be just fine. And just breathes really deep and just sighs.
This will be good for morale, and it'll get us sponsorships.
Yeah, and it'll get me a shitload of new viewers. And hopefully some headlines on the OmniNet. It's a mutually beneficial partnership. And with that, the shuttle launches once you're all ready. Obviously, you're all already in the cockpits of your mechs, ready for the hot drop. And as I said, it's about a 2.5-ish hour flight to get there. Once you're about to reach the place, it looks like a normal asteroid on the surface. You're about 5 minutes out, and then all of a sudden, your scopes just light up, and they don't go dark again. And at the drop of a hat, you're being bombarded with harsh noise on every frequency, every wavelength. it's almost impossible to make out your destination, let alone any activity on the surface. And then your comm feed lights up. Incoming transmission via point-to-point laser from the listening post.
Yo! Were you trying to sneak up on my base? That's totally bogus, noob. Prepare to get owned.
An odd fellow.
Somehow you can hear the vowels of those words being replaced by numbers.
Ooh.
Your mech sensor suite's noise cancellation thankfully kicks in. And then you see multiple mech scale contacts moving to defend the facility. The shuttle bay doors open, and it's a hot drop onto the asteroid. So this is what we'll be working with in the next session, but we'll end off here. And if you want to use that favor reserve, you can decide that, you know, in between now and next session. Just needs to be before the combat has actually started. But yeah, as you can see, it's going to be a control sit rep. Fittingly, since we're trying to take control of the station.
0G? We're still in 0G here?
Yep, it's going to be
right?
technically 0G, but if the module says there is enough, the module says there is enough metal on the surface of the asteroid that you can walk on the surface unimpeded. But yeah, you can still fly like it's 0G.
Are things still immune to prone?
What'd you say, Joker? I'm sorry, I didn't make that out.
Are things still immune to prone?
The problem is if they decide to start flying, they're immediately
If they decide to fly. Correct. Yes. If they fly, then they will be immune to prone. But
But if
while
they're
on the ground, you can be prone. Yes.
Oh.
Magnetically sticking to the ground. All right. Yeah. We'll discuss the details of the sit rep and whatnot at the top of next session, I suppose. We'll call it there.
Sounds good.